So here's an update on the orange tree. It's actually been a couple years, so if you're wondering what's happened to it, this is it's still alive. Yeah, it is in Texas now, which is where I am, and as you can see, it's got some green, little oranges starting to grow, and it's got a bunch of oranges ready to come off of there. So it isn't a lot higher, as you can see. It has gone like this, and the leaves are a lot lighter green now than they used to be. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but that's just how they are. And it grows a lot more oranges now as well. It's constantly growing them. But I've really been struggling with it here in Texas. The heat, the sun, it doesn't like it. I think it dries it out too much. And I noticed when I really started to water it this year, and just almost kept it constantly damp, like the soil damp, is when it really took off. So that's kind of the plan now, is just to keep it as much as watered as I can get it. And you'll notice, like here, it will lose a lot of leaves, especially like this. And then, I mean, it still has some, so I didn't want to trim that off. I wanted to keep that, and I did trim it, and it also responded well to the trimming. It grew a lot like bushier leaves like that. You see how it like clumps these up here, but then there's not much below. And I don't know if that's a thing of orange trees, or this type of orange tree, or what. But underneath, as you can see, it gets pretty thin in there, and I don't know. It's also leaning quite a bit, as you can see that too. It's still leaning, and I need to transplant it. I think this pot was wrong all along. I think that instead of wider, I needed to go maybe taller and deeper. So I'm going to be transplanting it, but it is alive, as you can see, and it's well, as you can see here, it's got a ton of little oranges all over it. It does grow them, and it'll do it in kind of these bursts. Every orange you see that is orange is ready to come off now. It's been on there for about 6 months, and these little guys, all the green ones, popped up at the same time. That's why they're all the same size and the same color. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's what orange trees do, or just what mine did, or the weather, maybe a combination of things. Again, it's been a struggle to keep it alive here in Texas. It does not like this weather whatsoever. And to get it enough sun throughout the day, it's got to be in the sun, and it just cooks it. In fact, it killed almost the rest of my lemons. I have one lemon left, which is right here, as you can see. And this thing was in such bad shape, it actually lost all of its leaves. It dropped all of them, and I thought it was dead. And then we got a lot of rain one week, and I came out and there was little leaves starting to sprout, so I hurried up and brought it inside and started taking care of it. And it's definitely alive. It's never grown a lemon. It's never flowered, and as you can see, the trunk really got bent here, and it's been like that since it was little. And I'm also gonna transplant it. See, it's very far down into the pot. I think I can bring it up, get a lot of soil underneath the roots, and hopefully that helps. And I'm gonna put a post in there and wrap it, and hopefully straighten out the trunk and the stems here a little bit. And if you can see this, I don't know what has happened here, where the bark is like come off, and I don't know if that's pests or an animal. They didn't touch anything else, just this, so it's kind of strange to me why it's like that. But again, it's struggled too. It's actually done a lot worse than even my orange tree, and as you can see, my orange tree isn't doing that great. But it is December, it's late December, Actually, this is the week of Christmas. It'll be Christmas in a few days. And I brought it in for the first time this week because the temperatures got that low, below 32, that I figured I needed to bring it in. So that's just an update. If anybody has wondered for the past couple of years what has been happening to this tree or where it's been, this is it.